Good morning, this is Raven. This is your daily reading for December 4th. I go back to a little traditional Rider Waite today because, I don't know, I feel like I need the complex symbolism. And I don't have a Thoth deck, so in between. All right, so let's do kind of a message from the universe. Yes, please. Yes, okay. So we're doing what the universe wants from us today. We're doing what we have to offer. Yeah, great, the Empress. And then what to do about it. Interesting, specific message today. I also wanted to give us sort of a leg up in discerning this and feeling it all the way through with one of my favorite decks, the Quan Yin Oracle. And we have Weave the Golden Future. Ugh, can't wait. All right, so the message from Spirit today is a little bit get out of town. It's the 8. Yes, sorry. The 8 of Cups. The fellow wandering off into a lunarscape. It's a little similar to the Moon card. I think of this card as mimicking the Moon card. All of the wateriness, kind of like being called out or into the unknown, which is exactly what I'm feeling today. This is why I chose to do this spread, because I was like, what am I supposed to be doing today? I think I know what my mission in life is, but where am I? Yeah. So this is perfect. This is kind of taking one foot and putting it in front of the other without necessarily knowing where you're going and allowing your intuition to take you there. And the one thing I like to point out about these is that it's not really like the thing that you are taking with you as your resources is sort of the same thing that you are leaving behind. Because these are all nicely stacked, kind of, you imagine them to be full cups. There's something missing, and that's the intuition saying like, what else is there? But this is also kind of continuing resources. You're not burning any bridges as you take the next steps. So it's kind of leaving in I don't know, sort of leaving the place better than you found it, kind of like having an attitude of respect. There's a real tendency in everyone, I think, to like when a change needs to happen, to start to disparage whatever's going on now. It's almost like what people do with breakups. You start being extra annoyed with your partner, almost as an excuse to get out of there, even if they haven't changed. So it's the same thing. It's like, leaving with some respect in place. It's almost like a little bit more mature. So this is what's being called for from Spirit today, which is to keep a positive perspective on what's happening, even in those places that you're lacking, and be prepared to and start taking the steps to go deeper and go outward in a way that might feel unknown. And this is the way we're going to do that, what we have to offer in this situation. This is almost like a something being asked of us, and this is what is being asked. What we don't have and what we do have. So that would be the Empress. Lovely, lovely Empress. Demeter, Queen of the Harvest. Number 3 is the receptive and creative. The interesting paradox of being both like able to receive without imposing all of your own everything onto every single thing. And at the same time, letting that be an incredibly generous and creative impulse. So there's a lot of generosity in this card, and these are all of the qualities that we're bringing to this rather scary few steps we're taking today. Is a generosity of heart and a knowing that there's sort of like this internal abundance available, even though this is a craggy, barren landscape, watery, unconscious, all kinds of sort of scary stuff. And yet the Empress is none of that. She is, the golden waving wheat and promise and fertility. So it's very nice to think that as we take these few steps in spiritual life and in employment, in relationships, that there is this sense of ability to be fertile in this pursuit within us. Thank goodness, I like this. So this is the action required to get this done. And what we have is the Seven of Wands. So this is kind of a hold your ground card. I guess there's the shadow side to it as well, which is sort of a combative holding your ground, feeling like you have a lot of challenges and adversaries around you. But then the light side of the card is simply like persistence. And look at his amazingly wide stance. This is like an acrobat bottom stance. He's absolutely unmovable and straddling the waters, right? Straddling these same waters of the unknown and the subconscious and the deep. So we're definitely going deeper today. And there's a call for us to do that. The way that we will be able to access all of this is to a little bit stand firm, to stand firm and stay diligent. And the adversariness that you might be feeling today could be coming from without, but even if it is, it's more likely than not coming from within ultimately. And it could be anything. It could be this sense of sort of like boredom, like non-inspiration. It could be a sense of, just being overburdened in some way. So it could be dramatic or not, but there's a real call for persistence and to take like a really broad, stand for yourself, kind of, as you take these steps inward. All right, so a little blessing to balance all that out from Quan Yin. Look at how gorgeous these are. I love the art on this deck. Quan Yin is the Chinese goddess of compassion. She's a bodhisattva, so she's been through it and came back, or is present after enlightenment to help us all out. Weave the future golden. So this is basically a manifestation card. This is, I think the way that they put it in the book, which is really lovely, is, do you know how much the divine wishes to support and assist you in living your heart's truth this lifetime? So as you reach into the future to bring something golden and abundant towards you and deeper than what you've gone before and more adventurous, the medicine of this card is like, this is what the divine, this is what unity, this is what God wants from you on this day. Like this is their most cherished wish, is to support you in creating a future for yourself that is radiant and authentic. And this is kind of an invitation to envision the future knowing that you're supported in that. Sometimes it is hard. I've been spellcasting for 20 plus 25 years, and it's still hard to sometimes feel like I deserve everything that I'm casting for. And that takes this kind of hooking into the divine plan to know, to sort of be able to feel confident in that. That the most brilliant future is in fact the one that is destined for you. So, invitation to trust and to be an active participant in it through manifestation. So, I would say, a takeaway today or an actual action would be to do a little visioning, whether you're vision boarding, make a list, sit down and with a candle, possibly, that's what came to mind, light a candle and envision something ridiculously abundant in your future. And don't forget that abundance is not just materialness, it's also relationships and health and the balance of the society around us. This is what abundance is. So beautiful. I feel invigorated. That's good. I was feeling a little bit like that today. Thanks, Quan Yin. Thank you, you guys. I would love for you to comment and subscribe and hit the notification button. Lots of cool stuff coming up on this channel. So I'm excited to start pumping that out for you. I'm doing this every single day, and I'm available for readings and healings. So many thanks, much love, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.